To access all full body language breakdown videos in entirety, hours upon hours, click the link in the description to take you through to the Patreon. Thanks. There's only one way to keep moving, people, and that's forward. Everyday superpower, where you learn about body language, relationships, game, and everything in between. We're moving on to the deliberation round on this blind dating a famous comedian clip. If you're joining me just now, I'm going to teach you some important information that's going to affect your life completely. You're going to be able to read people better. You're going to be able to see what other people don't see. So hold on till the end. But with that being said, if you want to start from the beginning of the playlist, if you join me just now, down in the comment section, if not the description of this video, if not both, there's going to be a link to the playlist, okay? So let's find out the rules of the deliberation round. We've already had one prior, but maybe they'll explain it again. So we've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dashing men who are all competing to win over this beautiful lady in question here.
All right, boys, we're at the second deliberation. You guys have 5 minutes to decide who you guys are going to vote out. 4 people have to...
Did you see what I saw? Let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 across. Long grey baggy shorts. There's a pointing to oneself, potentially on a subconscious level. Is he saying, pick me to the lady? Look. The finger does actually tap the chest. Look at the finger. What does that look like to you? Pick me, pick me, pick me. All right? Probably outside of his conscious awareness. Okay? Suit guy, expansive, legs further apart than what they should be, means he unconsciously is trying to take up more space than others. He feels that he has a right to do so. He wants to be seen. He wants to be visible. And in wanting that, his feet show what his mind desires. More expansive, more space, completely intercorrelates with territorial possession. Okay, first time I've seen this dude with the grey jumper not cross himself up, creating this boundary. I mean, the hands are in the pockets, I think, but it's definitely an improvement from what we've had prior, so that's good. You know, that's a difference from the baseline behaviour. But when this guy crosses his arms, you see the guy next to him with the blue shirt and the white vest also cross the arms. We're seeing them in harmony. I think they might pay attention to each other, and so they mirror each other in being in conscious awareness of what each other are doing, all right? So they both have hands in their pockets there. We've got the guy at the end, far right hand side, in the I would say it's a maroon coloured outfit. He's got one hand in his pocket, one out. That asymmetry shows a discordance of feeling and emotion. There's a disconnect somewhere. He's not 100% all in relation to how he feels. There's a duality of such. Let's move on forward.
You guys have 5 minutes to decide who you guys are going to vote out.
5 minutes to see who you guys are voting out. So is it going to be between the men?
4 people have to get eliminated.
They have to eliminate 4 people. So pay attention, because what we see before us is at its baseline a competition. These men are competing for the women. So they might put forward this facade that they are eliminating this man due to the fact he's not a good connection, or they, you know what I mean, he's not right for her, or I don't think she's into you, and so forth. But the reality outside of their own conscious awareness might be that this man actually feels threatened by this guy. So I saw some passive aggressive behavior in the last one between the suit guy and the guy in the maroon shirt. So if you want to catch that up, please do so, because this particular round, there's going to be a lot of information that is deeply rooted in what we've watched prior, okay, how they've engaged with each other and so forth. So I wouldn't be surprised to see communication between them two over this voting. Let's find out what goes on.
And the last 4 get to go on a one-on-one date with Megan.
That's going to be fantastic. The one-on-one dates are going to be fantastic. We're going to have a lot of good information to go through there.
We're here to find her perfect match. So honestly, you guys gotta be speaking for her. Deliberation starts now.
Right, here we go. Let's find out what's going on.
Is there anyone here that feels like they would not be her perfect match?
Is there anyone here who feels that they would not be a perfect match? Logically speaking, no one's going to be a perfect match, but that's the beauty of being in a relationship. That's the beauty of being in the dating scenario, for lack of better terms, without obstacles, without friction, without difference. There's going to be no sexual tension. Okay? Those who align and agree with each other 100% align to each other. That's not the case. Men think they have to do this. Men go forth and they say, oh my God, I like the same things you do. Oh my God, I believe the same things you do. Because they think that's going to work. No, idiot. Only if you genuinely believe the same thing she does. But other than that, you're lying to her, you're dishonest. She knows that. Who are you? Mr. Nice Guy, there's no sexual tension. For you to say, nah, that's nonsense, this is the way things are, and lead her and tell her a different perspective and take her on this journey and this discussion and create discourse over that which you both believe in from different perspectives, that's enticing. It creates room to grow, develop, understand, and see through the eyes of each other. That's where you want to be, is two become one, okay? Now, he asked the question, because obviously he's going to pile on anybody who opts themselves out. But the reality is none of them are perfect. So if you were to be logical here, you would speak out, right?
I love her. Yeah. I know I'm her perfect match. Like, she already wants me to call her daddy, and like, that's exactly what I want. I want her to smack me around.
Pay attention. Pay attention. He's trying to run game here, but it's crazy. So there's no energy in his voice. There's no emotional charge in his voice. He's just reeling it off out of desperation. Pay attention.
I love her. Yeah. I know
I'm her perfect match. His head says no.
Her perfect match.
I know. No emotion. No nonsense. Just words for words' sake.
Like, she already wants me to call.
He tries to supercharge it. He tries to add this kink into the mix. Look at how she reacts.
Her daddy, and like, that's exact.
She looks down, she closes her eyes. Is that a genuine smile? Quite potentially, yeah. I would say so. But more so just out of, have a look at how this guy is going out of his way to try and appease me. She disconnects, she looks away, she closes her eyes, eye blocking behavior. I don't want to let more in. I want to shut it out. Imagine if she looked at him with the deer in the headlights gaze, absorbing as much information as possible as he ran game. All right? That's pimping and hoeing right there. Take instruction, you know?
I want her to smack me around, step on.
He continues onwards. She might have had a little bit of a giggle in real time. I don't know if it was an editing thing where they've sort of cut and cropped, but let's say she laughed in real time. He gets spurred on to continue on, overshooting his mark.
You both like being smacked or something, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't know. He's never had sexual engagement. He's a virgin. So this is the problem. And I hate to keep going in and in and in on this, because maybe you watching this, you are a virgin, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just part of the process. But just understand, as you get older, it's gonna really be a thorn in your side, because how can you? I'm gonna go easy. Not strictly virgin people. So long back, I've known people who aren't very fortunate with women. You know, gone through a incredible long streak without engagement with women. Right? Some being religious, some being not, but the point still stands. The religious element was, I need to find a wife, but it's not happening. Years upon years upon years upon end. In a group setting, we'd have incredible conversations about the nature of women and men and what works and what doesn't and so forth. Realistically speaking, if you're having no luck and you've had a dry spell for years, let alone throughout your entire life, just don't talk to me about women, what they like and what they don't like, and this, that, and the third. I mean, you can tell me about what they don't like, but don't talk to me about your experience. Oh, you like being knocked around, don't you? Yeah. Well, by default, I don't believe you because I don't assume you've ever been in a circumstance to experience that. So all it does is raises questions, and you have to understand, right? If we say that the two biological principles of our existence is survival and replication, clearly you're surviving, well done, you're not dead. So the second half is replication, right? And if you've never, ever, ever stepped foot and had experience in that realm, imagine the issue in communication you're going to have from an animalistic, primitive human perspective when engaging with people. Okay?
Okay.
I think Trent should go through because he's dressed the nicest.
Pay attention. I think he should go through. Oh my days.
Or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
So we've got some submissive behavior here. I think he should go through because he's dressed the nicest, he says. Because it's not about you. It's not about your essence. It's not about anything other than the fact you're dressed in a suit. This has been the entire thing since day one. And I'll tell you what. Let me put you on game. When it came from the guy in the suit's mouth, I'm wearing a suit. I'm wearing a suit, by the way. By the way, I like to dress. I'm wearing a suit, by the way. It came across as overcompensation. But what you're seeing now is a guy submitting and going out of his way to vote this guy, whether he's right or wrong, in the competition further, purely based upon the fact he's come wearing a suit. So have you seen how superficialities are ever so important regarding the perspective of the mindless masses? Purely based on the fact you're wearing a suit, I'm going to vote you through. He says that while pointing his finger in what could be argued a borderline aggressive tone. But trust me, I'm not voting no one through. Unless that person is someone is my boy, I've made a good bond with him. I'll send them through in that case. If I see some reality in this person that I don't see in no one else, I'll say get my guy through. Other than that, nah. I'm not elevating no one. We're in a competition here. That's the way it is.
Trent should go through because he's dressed the nicest.
All right, well, we should ask ourselves.
Pay attention. Do you know what that woman sees as well? That woman's watching this, seeing him submit to the other guy, voting him through into the competition. There's a dynamic there, all right?
This is the question we need to ask ourselves. Who had the least amount of connection?
I'm getting a call. One moment.
Who had the least amount of connection?
Bada bing, let's go
The question
back.
we need to ask ourselves. Who had the least amount of connection?
All right, what's the question here? Let's pay attention.
Okay.
I think Trent should go through because he's dressed the nicest.
I think you should go through, not because of anything to do with the competition, but purely based on the material on your skin. Let's go.
Well, we should ask ourselves. This is the question we need to ask ourselves. Who had the least amount of connection?
Who had the least amount of connection?
There's 2 or 3 that are pretty cool.
Can you guys
There's 2 or 3 that are pretty cool, she says, okay?
handle a girl that streams?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I already want to go inside of her computer because I build computers and like cable manage it and make sure it's like the best as possible, and then go into the BIOS
Whoa!
and like make sure her CPU's overclocked to the highest capability and like.
So you want to control?
Whoa! We're begging it. We are begging it. We are begging it right about now. Whoa!
Computers and like.
Oh, yeah.
I already want to go inside of her computer because I build computers and like cable manage it and make sure it's like the
Just say I build computers. This is crazy.
best as possible, and then go into the BIOS and like make sure her CPU's.
We're having to qualify. We're having to prove ourselves. If you want to know what qualification is, people, this is qualifying behavior right here. Let me qualify myself to you. I need to stay in this competition. I'm fighting for my life here to the point where I'm giving you every single driplet of crap you don't need to know about.
Overclocked
Choose me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me.
to the highest capability and like.
So you want to?
Do you see what? If you're on this competition, don't give a fuck about impressing her, honestly. It's crazy. Why do women like the bad boys? Because imagine if you were on this program and you didn't care, and these guys are desperately trying to sell themselves to her. Isn't she going to be like, why is this guy not care like these other guys? Why? I need to find out. And so then she starts inquiring with you. She starts questioning you. She starts wondering about you. She starts becoming fascinated with you. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean that you're going to win. It just means that now she's going to put a spotlight on you for you to sell yourself as opposed to you to sell yourself from the upside looking up, from the downside looking up. Now you can respond to her questions from the upside looking down. All right?
I want to control her.
It's overclocked to the highest capability and like.
So you want to control her.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We're running game now. The guy at the end in the maroon, he's clocked onto that. He's like, yes, he's applied pressure. He's caught on. He's caught on. Put some respect on that. We've got shock. We've got a backstabbing the expression of the face of hat guy here. We've finally got beef. This is real competition now. No one's having a laugh. No one's having fun. Applying pressure.
I don't know, man. It sounds like you want to control.
Applying pressure here, and he's going in. He's doubling down. He's playing the game right now. Machiavelli's in the house right now. Let's go.
I don't know.
Whoa, a controller here, everybody.
This guy wants to go through her search history, dude.
My search history's already cleared.
You could just get the AI version of her online.
There we go. Bringing back an old joke. That's a fair play. You know, that was a good revision of what was discussed earlier.
Put the link right here. We'll put the link over here in post.
You should shoot at someone. Shoot at someone. Yo, we should get them out.
This is it. This is the game right here. Look at this. Applying pressure. Applying pressure. Pay attention.
Link over here in post.
You should shoot at someone. Shoot at someone. Yo, we should get them out.
What you would question is who are them. There's a them in question. You should get them out. Them is referring to someone. I would argue it covers that side of the group. The more popular side of the group. You should get them out. Because these guys have been voted out anyway, or at least 3 of the guys on this side. But on the other side, there's 3, 1, 2, 3 here. So I think my guy with the bandana is trying to run games saying you should get them out, okay? Because they're distracted right now. He's talking, created this boundary as he's chatting about AI, and then he starts talking to the hat guy. Now bandana guy comes in, you should get them out. Directing towards this 3 here. Because you have to opt for, I think it's 4 people are getting voted out this time around. So he's taking out his competition. Mr. Nice Guy isn't so nice, you see what I'm on about? He's pulling the strings, trying to apply pressure so he keeps his hands clean. Pay attention.
Right here. We'll put the link over here in post.
You should shoot at someone. Shoot at someone. Yo, we should get them out. I'm on your side.
What was that, Argy?
Pay attention, I'm on your side, he says. Okay? So when I was referring to this side of the group and that side of the group, once again, I'm on your side, you're over here with us. Those 3 over there, we need to get them out. They've got the most chance of running game right now and getting through to the next round. Hosts just called him out. This is going to be crazy. Does he take it on? Or you know what I mean? Is he gonna wear this? Or is he going to try fob it off? Let's find out.
No, he just said that he really wanted to get.
Whoa!
I'm on your side.
What was that, Argy?
He says, I'm on your side, and then when he's put under pressure,
No, he just said that he really wanted.
he points the finger at him. Whoa, Mr. Nice Guy! Mr. Nice Guy! Mr. Nice Guy! There's a demonic spirit within Mr. Nice Guy. When we saw the earlier dates, we were chatting about this, and she caught on to this because he's coming on about, astronomy, what's your star sign and that? And she said, where did you learn that? Who's taught you that? What girl has told you that? Because she knows he's not been with no women. So she's like, what girl told you that? Out of exposing the truth of where he's really learned that, and he used that to manipulate women or attempt to. My guy's got a demonic spirit inside of him. Mr. Nice Guy, If this was in a workplace environment, he could have caused a bit of trouble for a moment. But because he's on camera, because he's mic'd up, because he's got all eyes on him, it's been called out. But if this was in a workplace environment, could you believe the toxicity of that behavior? He gets caught. He says, it wasn't me. I'm the nice guy. He throws it over.
Wanted to get.
I didn't even talk.
He starts...
What was that, Argy?
No, he just said that he really wanted to get.
I didn't even talk. Oh, what the hell?
That's it. He's opted himself out. There's no other way now. Look at him, all smiles, all happy. Get a load of this guy. Disrespectful, right? You see this in like mob films and stuff. Get a load of this guy, all right? It's disrespectful. It diminishes the value of that person. Guy with the bandana has seen a parallel degree of value in this guy. Thought he can pull his strings. Tried to do so. Only time his hand has come out of his pockets, because he's been hidden away in his pockets throughout the entire program. Only one is to mock this guy. This is an easy vote out now. You would have no problem voting this guy out now. All right, I'm voting this guy out because... Do you see how I did that? That was my subconscious behavior. I just did that then. Because it's a means of disrespect. Get this guy out. Get this guy out. Guy in the black shirt, one hand out of his pocket, brought it out to argue against. He's honest because his palm is up in the air. That's a position of submittance. It's not me, all right? I don't hold no weaponry. I'm of no problem. It's not me, all right? Other guy, thumb pointed. Thumb is the most powerful finger on the hand. Rest of the hand is formed into a fist in the process. Pay attention to what's going on here, okay? This guy's getting voted out. That's the only way. You can't allow that to slide, right?
Hold on.
When you travel well, you're...
Look at that. Couple of pillows on the flight. No messing about. Royal Dutch Airlines. Let's not mess about.
Let's hear the talk. Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Let's hear the logic behind this. Yeah.
Why does he talk like this? Let's hear the logic behind this. This guy's just got a persona on 24 hours a day. This guy is a shapeshifter, honestly. This guy's a shapeshifter. This guy wears a human mask, and there's a aggressive entity that resides within him. I'm talking about the grey sweater person. He speaks as a character, and there's this violent, aggressive, volatile undertone in how he speaks and how he expresses himself. Like, it's not been about his speaking. I'm just going to randomly pause on this guy at any point, and we're just going to see what we get, all right?
What?
Right, look at his face.
Hold on.
Does that look like a guy who's about to punch you in the face?
Let's hear the
He's in deep explanation now.
logic behind this.
Tight jaw, exposure of the bottom teeth. Right, let's keep on going.
Yeah.
What behind what?
How you wanna f me in the ass and get me the hell out of here?
Talking about fuck me in the ass. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So we're on 3 gay references for this guy throughout the entirety of this. I'm just paying attention. I'm just paying attention. Let's
Hear
What do you
this.
gotta say?
Let's hear it.
I do it.
Whoa. And my guy, Machiavelli's running game here. Mr. Nice Guy thinks he's winning.
Me in the ass and get me the hell out of here.
Mr. Nice Guy's having the time of his life. Look.
Let's hear
What do you
this.
gotta say?
Passive aggression. Looks at his throat, looks at his chest. All right. I could knock him out right now, he thinks.
Let's hear it.
I do it. Like the first part.
Oh, you in the ass? What's up, brother?
Part of it.
All right, let's vote them out. They're gay.
Someone needs to be the bad guy here.
Someone needs to be the bad guy here, he says, whilst covering his neck. Because it's him!
Brother.
Part of it.
All right, let's vote them out. They're gay.
Someone has to be.
Shoulders raised, turtling, covering the neck. Protect your neck, right? Why is the suit guy... Whoa, why is the suit guy and the guy in the black shirt changed positions now? Pay attention.
Oh, you in the ass? What's up, brother? Part of it.
All right, let's vote them out. They're gay.
Have you seen how there's a change between the characters in the line there? So there's a cut scene. Why is there a distance between the two? Has there been something off-scene that's happened in between that moment and that moment? Why is the t-shirt guy moved away from him and the suit guy moved in between? Pay attention. Someone has to be the bad guy says, aka Mr. Nice Guy, because Mr. Nice Guy is the bad guy throughout history, right? Covers his neck, hands still in the pocket, hiding his true identity, protecting his neck, which is a threat response. I'm threatened. I'm talking about someone has to be the bad guy, but it's me. All right, I'm hiding in plain sight, right? Quite literally, I'm hiding, right? Quite literally, I'm concealing my hands, hiding away my weapons, and I'm protecting my neck because I'm threatened I'm going to be attacked, or at least the primitive ape in my mind is going haywire right now because I know the game I'm playing, right?
Needs to be the bad guy here, or the good guy.
Or the good guy, he says.
We're looking out for her.
You know what?
I'll be the good guy. Hands up in the air. That'll be me. I've got no weapons. Hold on.
Be the good guy.
If we move Trent on to the next round, I'll drop. Because I think he's most compatible. Look at this guy. Look at how cute he is. He's hilarious. He's dressed up to the nines.
Pay attention. Low-key hate. Anything that's overcompensated, anything that's elevated and over-accentuated, always look at it as the opposite. There's envy that sieves through the word of the person who love bombs you, yeah? This is a narcissistic principle. Always be in denial of anyone you don't really know, who is just overtly supportive and positive towards you. It's not to do with you, it's about how they want to be perceived. If I love bomb the hell out of this person, they're not going to see my subsequent maneuvers that I'm going to use to destroy this person.
He's most compatible. Look at this guy. Look at how cute he is.
Look at this guy. Look at how cute he is, right? Listen to the emotional value here.
He's hilarious. He's dressed up to the nines. This John deserves to be in the finals. All right? I volunteer as tribute.
eliminating yourself then.
Only if Trent moves on.
I'm eliminating myself only if Trent moves on. He's opting himself out. He knows he's of no competition. He's playing a game here. He's asking for a response from the boys. It's him or me. That's what he's trying to put forward. This me or him dynamic. All right? I'd say you've opted yourself out. Yeah, see you later. I'm not a participant of this. I'm just watching. There's a quote, yeah? As the fool talks, the wise man listens and laughs. Okay?
It sounds like you don't even really care. It sounds like you don't even, like her.
I'm looking out for it.
Is it cause he's black is crazy? He says, is it cause he's black, right? The blonde guy isn't saying anything in relation to his race. The person who's thinking about his race is this guy. He's trying to be funny, but he's showing how conscientious he is of the colour of someone's skin. All right, pay attention.
I think he
does care.
is
He
the
wants
perfect
to.
match.
Do you think he should stay in?
I do. I mean,
I'd like to. I think she's
Clearly-
wonderful.
I'd like to. I think she's wonderful. Trying to run game. He's saying, I'll go if he stays in. I'll be a suicide thing. And now he's manipulated the rest of the people to say, do you think he should stay in? So now indirectly by shooting himself in the foot before the people, right? Being a martyr, he's trying to wiggle his way into the vote. He doesn't want to be voted out.
Well, nice
Clearly
and
he
beautiful.
cares about who's the perfect match because he.
I
voted
care
for
about
me.
her.
So since he cares,
Have you seen how the love bombing has got him questioning himself? This is what a narcissist does. This is a deep level of game we're seeing before us. This is crazy, people.
about her.
Let me talk, because you know, we're just watching, observing. I've not broken it down to an incredible degree for the past so many minutes. I want to give you some insider information. Blonde hair, the dyeing of hair blonde, very popular with women. It indirectly showcases youth, right? There's a youthful characteristic that is emitted through blonde hair, okay? The most important realm of fertility and showcasing attractiveness, and through that value in the sexual marketplace for that woman, and through that higher value in the marketplace means a better chance of a better partner, a man with more resources, more access to the market as far as men are concerned, better offspring and so forth. So it is incredibly linked to everything that is our life. That blonde hair is interlinked with youth, and that youth is interlinked with a woman's beauty. So you'll see these rich men and they'll have young women as their partners. And a lot of people get angry out of envy. A lot of women will speak up because they're envious and they know really deep down inside why it is the case, and their best days are over. You've heard about... I don't want to use particular terms because I think it's quite detrimental. I think everyone's beautiful in their own way, and you know, it doesn't necessarily mean the be-all and end-all. But that blonde hair and the dyeing of the hair blonde is symbolic of youthfulness. It's why people do it. Arguably, I would say it's why we got people like Boris Johnson and Donald Trump who are doing it so as well in a political fashion. I'm younger than these counterparts who I'm competing with as far as these elections are concerned, so you'll cast a more agreeable judgment towards me. Okay? I'm not about to die, I'm healthy, right?
I think he should also stay there.
Trent,
So there we go. I think he should also stay there.
I'm trying to help you. What are you doing?
No, you should both stay.
You know what, Trent? I agree with you.
You seen this? He ran game. This is crazy. You see the game? Yo, do you know if I was my guy, I'd say, yeah, I'll stay and he can go. I'm not fighting for no one to stay in this competition. Whoa. The moment someone starts love bombing me, I'm like, nah. There's a devil. The devil is a lie, people. The devil is a lie. Okay? The narcissist is a devil, is a demon. Any degree of narcissistic behavior that emits from someone is manipulative, toxic, poisonous, and will do nothing other than deteriorate the value of your life and your perception of life itself.
The most chemistry, I would say.
Oh,
It was Trent. Come on.
And who's second?
I think you're second.
Me, I'm second?
Yeah.
Put some respect. I like him. I have to re-clarify this each video. I want this guy to win. Right hand side. I think he's fresh. I think he's mature. He keeps himself to himself. I like that. He listens and learns, you know.
I think I'm taking third then. I'm taking third. I'm in the list.
All right, this is who I think should stay. I think it should be him right here.
Son in him. Pay attention. I make the decisions. I have control over who comes and goes. Watch this.
All right, this is who I think should stay. I think it should be...
Would you do that to your boss? He's consoling him. Would you do that to your boss? This is the father and son. Hand on shoulder. Symbolically oppressing the individual as to whom you're doing it. You're not elevating them. You're depressing them. You're more likely to see this behavior emit through those with power to their subordinates as opposed to the vice versa. I'd be triggered as hell. If I've just known this guy for 5 minutes and I'm on a program, I'd be like, get your hand off it. I wouldn't be like that. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be overt. But I'd see what was going on. I said, why do you think you can do that? Why do you think you can touch me? You might think that's extreme. That's triggering. You're physically touching me. You believe you can just reach out and touch me. I've known you for 2 minutes. It's a crazy situation. I know what that represents and I know why you're doing it.
Him right here.
And you can see this, look.
Who I think should stay. I think it should be him right here.
Says him right here. Doesn't even call him by his name. Watch the face of the guy in the suit. Watch. Ugh. Tight-lipped, Mouth blocking behavior. I want to respond, but I can't. He showcases the reality of how that made him feel. Okay? Pay attention.
Him right here.
Appreciate that.
Him right here.
The decision maker here, Mr. Nice Guy calling the shots.
And you.
You should include yourself.
Yeah.
And you, bro.
And you. Everyone being nice here. You should include yourself. And he's going to go, oh, you know what? I was waiting for you to say that.
Him right here.
Well, what about you?
It's all right, brother.
Savior. The nicest guy going. Making the rules, calling the shots, but he's the nicest guy going, right?
That's a good man right there. That's why he's
There you go. That's a good man.
should stay.
That's why he should stay. He's a good man. He's a good man.
Fucking hero.
That's my 2 cents, because I want the best
hero.
for her.
I just want the best for her, he says. I just want the best for her. Mr. Nice Guy. This is crazy political. This isn't entertainment. This is politics we're experiencing before us right now. Let me tell you something. Far right-hand side, guy in the maroon, he hadn't said a word. You hadn't heard a peep from him. If he gets sent off into the next round, fellas, that's what you want to model yourself off. Cool, calm, confident. Gets himself to the finals. Maybe that's not going to be the case. But he's not had to say a word. He's not had to stutter and butter. He's not had to argue for his case. He's not had to sell himself.
I want the best for her.
I want the best for her.
And I'll still be with her.
Hold on, what?
I want the best for her. She could cheat on me and I'll still be with her.
I don't know what he said there.
Yes.
What the? Damn. Wait, what did that have to do with anything? I feel like that was just a...
I think he's playing the game. Smart.
Pay attention! Put respect on the host.
Are you saying she's a cheater?
I wouldn't hold it past her.
You ever cheat on anyone?
No, I would never.
Wow.
He's saying I won't put it past her, right? This guy's not had sex with a woman before. And he's saying he knows and acknowledges that she's had sexual partners in the past. And he's overtly saying she would cheat as well, i.e. she's got access to more partners. Indirectly, this is disbalancing the dynamic, right? I can't get no attention from the opposite sex, but you have an abundance of stuff. You've got abundance reality. I've got scarcity, right?
Ow.
Why would you say that about...
Not only that, but that's incredibly saying it wasn't put forth in comfortable discourse and more just like ignorance. Because there's nothing wrong with saying, I think, given the circumstance, most women will cheat, if not everyone. I don't see why not. You know, if you were with me and some fella came forth and said, I'd sleep with you for $5 million, I'd say, yo, send me so much of that. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that there's a... Well, we would be naive to think anything is 100% in this world, especially when it comes to human beings with emotions and instabilities, right? But my guy, the host, acknowledged he was running game. All right, he knows he's been running game from the get-go. I like the host. The host is very smart. I always put respect on the host when I can do. I do like him. I think he's astute. I think he knows how to put on a good program. He knows how to wind people up and get people talking about things that are going to be enticing and emotionally engaging to the crowd. So he's just pointed the finger. He started applying pressure to the woman, saying, I wouldn't put it past her cheating, which is going to create a great defense mechanism upon this particular program, because the worst thing a woman can be perceived of in the realm of her feminine counterparts is a slut, right? There are some exceptions to the rule, but they know that this directly affects how they're perceived in the marketplace. Okay, this was referenced in Rollo Tomasi's book, The Rational Male. Like, it goes into some good depth in relation to that. So if you want to learn about that, I would recommend that.
My angel.
All right, before we go into elimination, does anybody want to self-eliminate?
She looks a bit annoyed, actually, at this point. Right, does anybody want to self-eliminate? Here we go. Footballer's opting out at this point. He's not been brought in discussion. He's not been brought up by the fellow men. He got voted out by her in the first round, so that's completely fair. And yeah, get rid of Blondie as well.
She already swiped left on me. I think there's more people who are your perfect match So I'm gonna bow out.
No,
You
Sean.
guys got this. I'm gonna bow.
Who the hell is this guy? Who the what? So we got some random guy just manifest in the room right now.
Whoa.
Has another guy left or something then? What's going on there?
I believe in you guys.
I feel like she wants a nerd. I'm not a nerd. I'm not smart.
You're not.
Pay attention, right? This is crazy. He says
I feel like
she wants a nerd. I'm not a nerd. Put respect on that. That's hard. That's hard. Nerd isn't. I mean, she considers herself a nerd, right? But nerd isn't necessarily. I don't know. I was going to say nerd isn't necessarily a good term, right? But as far as the conversations prior to this is concerned, when, you know, everyone's been talking about, I'm a nerd, what's your nerdiest pickup line and so forth. And I guess in relation to that, you know, the linguistics sort of play out. I think he's fine in saying what he says. But what happens is he says, I'm not smart. And then she, in order to try and simmer down and give him a bit of a shoulder to cry on, completely slips up and agrees with him. Listen, take the tone out of the voice and listen to the words.
she wants a nerd. I'm not a nerd. I'm not smart.
I'm not smart.
You're not.
And she says, you're not. She says, you're not. Imagine that. If you went, I'm not smart. And then she goes, you're not. That's crazy. That's crazy because the tone wanted to imply something else, but the mouth spoke before the mind could conjure the right thing to say. He starts clapping, everybody follows the leader. Follow the leader. Do you know what I mean? That's a good position to be in through the eyes of the woman.
We love you, Angel.
Does anybody else want to self-eliminate? Sean, you're.
No, I'll stay in now.
What? Oh my god, he said.
That's crazy. Host is gassed. Yo, it's a crazy situation. Look at this. Consume. Did you know Hugo Boss did the outfits for the Nazis? That's crazy, isn't it?
No, I'll stay in now.
What? Oh my god, he set him up.
Reverse psychology, yeah.
I just wanted to trick him. Bye, Angel.
I don't think he wanted to trick him. All right. I think he was genuine until Angel left, and then he had a second thought and thought, you know what, I'll stick in. He's gone first. Clearly, it's not a friend, right?
What the fuck?
Then makes a mockery out of him. It's embarrassing.
Wow. This man plays chess. This man plays chess.
I'm in it for the long haul, Megan.
World star.
Pay attention, right?
Chess. This man plays chess.
Have you ever had a play fight with someone, or have you ever experienced a play fight with someone that's turned real? There's a genuine aggressive impulse that resides within us. That means men have to become number one, because if we don't, we take a hit to the ego, right? This is genuine aggressive behavior here. I don't believe that anything is... Arguably, anything is not what it seems. You can believe everything you see as long as you read it through the correct lens.
I'm in it for the long.
So he's giving a little bit of a gas. He's excited. The guy comes forward fully frontal. So I spoke about this in one of the last videos. If you approach a lady, don't approach her from behind because it'll trigger the brain. And if you approach a man, don't approach him from the front because that'll be too intimate and it'll trigger the aggressive impulse in the man. The guy comes forth, literally throws an item of him. There's physical connection here, right? It's all entertainment. It's not going to go too far, right? Right?
World star.
We're playing mental games.
What do you think about this? Smart or?
I think it's a red flag a little bit.
There you go. I think it's a red flag. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like I said, imagine if he was your friend. Imagine if you were going to have a real fight, yeah? And you're both in it together. And then when shit hits the fan and you get punched in the face, he runs off. That's the sort of dude and the sort of knock-on effect that we perceive through the characteristic that's been projected into reality there.
How good it was, how well it worked.
The game plan's crazy.
It's like, wow, what if I'm one of the victims next?
Let's pay attention to the micro gesture. I'm going to slow this one down. She says, what if I'm one of the victims next? All right?
It worked. It's like, wow, what if I'm one of the victims next?
Pay attention. Light bulb eyes. Connection. Real statement from A to B. Okay? Message sent outside of the verbal communication. All right? Oh, shit. Micro expression. Eyebrows lower. When the eyebrow is lower and the eyebrows furrow. My apologies, I'm stuttering and buttering. It's a defensive mechanism to protect the eyes in the face of battle, right? It's aggression. She shakes her head in disbelief.
I guess we'll find out on our date, huh?
We'll see.
All right, guys, now we're on to the elimination. You guys are gonna go one by one and eliminate 2 people.
Right, they're going to eliminate. I'll see you on the next video, yeah? We'll find out where this goes. Peace. Thank you for watching. You can watch all body language breakdown videos, hours on hours of content, including the game I can't give here, via the Patreon. The link is in the description.